Good evening all. I welcome you all to this webinar session on GST for RPOS 6.5 Supermarket. Well, I have Mr. Balaji also with me, our GoFrugal Assure Care expert. And this webinar session is mostly concentrated on how all the supermarket customers can be ready for GST with our GoFrugal solution. I believe you would have received a lot of notification recently in your My GoFrugal application and in your product desktop screen about GST updates. So how GoFrugal is preparing itself to help customers for a smooth GST transition. So we are working round the clock here to make sure that this particular GST phase is becoming very easy and smooth for you. And this session is also going to explain you how we have made it happen and how we are working to make it a continuous process. So let me move on to the presentation now. So as I was explaining you, so this is a one-time journey together we are taking now, GST for the first time. So as a customer, you would have a lot of questions. How am I going to get this transition happening successfully? So how is my software vendor going to help me with my GST transition? So as this first step in GST journey, so let me first explain you what are the tools that GoFrugal has took to get this happening for you. So the first thing that you see here in the slide about desktop notifications, so I'm sure you would have all received a lot of desktop notifications in your product saying that this webinar is happening. We have released master updates for the product, and also if you have My GoFrugal application installed, and you would have been receiving a lot of notification in My GoFrugal too, right? And also you would have received a lot of help videos. So we have invested a lot of time in getting this self-help videos, so you can practice on all your GST master updates very clearly by using this help videos. So these are very much easy to use self-help videos, which is already available in YouTube under GoFrugal playlist channel. So I'm pretty sure you would be able to visualize or see and practice it in the software. So when I say practice, obviously there is a practice mode that we are working on. So that should be released by this weekend. So in the software you will have an option where you can switch to a practice mode, and you can practice on all this GST related master updates which GoFrugal has released. And moreover, as a value add, GoFrugal is releasing a GoFrugal GST helpline chat bot. When I say a GoFrugal GST helpline chat, so it is going to be a one-of-a-kind, chat bot that GoFrugal has introduced, where you can ask your questions regarding GST or anything regarding the masters or anything regarding how your GST transactions can happen, and we are all prepared well to answer your queries with video links, with easy to do steps, and also if you require any assistance, we are also here to help you via My GoFrugal or any other digital mediums. So before I move into the presentation in detail, I would like to give you an introduction about how you can ask your queries in this webinar session. Maybe so most of you would have just clicked on the link and joined in, or some of you would have the app through which you have joined. So on the top you have a question mark symbol. Maybe you can just try to locate it right now. So if you want to raise a question, you can click on this particular question mark link, and we will be receiving, you can type in your questions in the chat window that comes up, and we will be happy to respond to you with the answers. Okay, so as I told, businesses which are digitally ready with GoFrugal are also ready for GST, right? And at the same time, this GST transition is going to be much easier and smooth with all the digital tools which we provide. So GoFrugal has already been an early adopter in using these digital tools like My GoFrugal, and these video links and Windows push notifications. So if you have already experienced all those digital tools, this is going to be much simple for you to move into this GST phase. So I would like to also talk about a prerequisite. I'm sure this patch updation is a very important process that you have to do week on week from now. So every GST update that GoFrugal releases will be sent as a patch to you, and every week this patch should be downloaded and updated. So the latest GST patch version is 6.5.88 SP2. So every week we will be releasing these new patch updates. Once we get the transactions up and ready in the software, we would also be releasing new videos of those transactions. All right, and the whole idea is to just make sure that 80% of customers who already have the patch updated are able to have the solution already in their kitty. So the GST masters is already updated and shipped. So those of you who have updated the latest patch should be able to visualize or see or experience this GST masters which we have updated already. Okay, so when I say what are the latest releases that have come up in this new patch, so that is what I have listed out here in this slide. GST master level changes, right? So there are a lot of master level changes that we have did, which I have listed out here, namely the company registration master with GSTIN. So when I say company registration, so when you create your company, so while creation you have an option to create or enter your GST identification number right away, and in the same screen you can share your GST identification number to all your customers and suppliers. So I'm going to play you a quick video, so how this company registration can be done, as well as how you can share your GST identification number to all your customers and your suppliers.
Hi, this is Vaishnavi. I'll be guiding you with your GST transition in the GoFrugal RPOS 6.5. Let's get started with the first chapter, where you will be updating your basic masters in the GoFrugal RPOS 6.5. Let's start with the first video, where I'll be letting you know on how to update your GST identification number in the registration master. Step 1. Please update your application with the latest patch of 6588 SP2. Step 2. After successfully applying your patch, open RPOS6 in your server machine. Login with your admin login credentials. Step 4. Go to search, type registration master, select from the listed menu. Step 5. Now you are in the registration master. Click on edit. Move the cursor to your company name and verify whether it is right. If not, you can change it. Now move to the GST number field. Type your registered 15-digit GST number. Click enter. Also, you can notice your state name would have been filled up automatically based on the first 2 digits entered in your GST number. Verify your other details in the master and click on save. That's great. You've done the first step successfully. Please watch the next video to know how to update your supplier's GST identification number in the GoFrugal RPOS 6.5. If in case you have any queries, please post it in the comments below, or just ping us through live chat, or you can also raise complaints in the My GoFrugal app.
All right. So I'm pretty sure you all watched the video in YouTube. So we had uploaded all the GST master related information, all the videos that we have took in YouTube under our GoFrugal channel. So it is very simple. You just have to type in GoFrugal in the YouTube search. And once you enter into the GoFrugal mode, you'll have something called playlists channels. So you just have to click on playlist where you can find all videos related to RPOS 6.5. So in that you will have information about how you can register in your company master, how you can share your GSTIN, how you can enter your supplier and your customer information, the GST information in the customer and supplier master. So step by step self-help videos are available in YouTube. So I request you all to make use of those self-help videos, and also the practice module that is available in the solution to practice in the software, so you are ready to move to a very smooth transition. So let me move on to the next slide. So as I told you, the company registration master video which you watched. So similarly, how you can enter your GST identification number for your suppliers. You can go to your supplier master in the product, and we have a field mentioned for GST details. So there you can enter the Aadhaar number as well as the GST identification number of your suppliers. Similarly, for your customers, so you might have a lot of B2B customers. That is, as a wholesaler, you would have you sell to a lot of other retailers in bulk. At the same time, you have a lot of customers like this Big Basket or Grocers, or even some schools and canteens. Those buy bulk from you. So it is also very essential that you gather their GST identification number and enter into the customer master, so you can claim your input credit for them. And also your transporter master. So for your normal transport that you use, so normally if you want to claim input credit on the freight charges, so we have given you a provision to capture the GST identification number in the transporter master of our GoFrugal software. And when you come to chain or branch, if you have more than 2 stores, so if the stores are in different cities, like one in Tamil Nadu and another one in Andhra Pradesh, so you can capture GST identification number separately for both those outlets in our branch masters. And if you have 2 outlets within the same state with 2 different GST identification number, then we have option to capture the same as well. Now coming to item master, so you very well know that for every product, you need to capture a HSN code as well as the GST tax percentage for that. So I'm pretty sure you would be in touch with your tax consultants to get the HSN code and the GST percentage related information. So once you get that information, GoFrugal has made it very easy for you to update those HSN code and GST tax percentage into the item master by either manually entering them or by doing a bulk update. So in the product, you have a feature called bulk update, where you can update all this information to all the items at one go. And in the same way, you can even export the item list or the customer list or the supplier list from your GoFrugal software, update that using Excel sheet, and then import it again into the software. So we have even given migration process. We have made migration process much simpler and easy for you. And as you see, the basic transactions like for sales and purchase, and also the print related changes will also be releasing in the upcoming versions. Right. So I have talked about this Share My GSTIN. This is one very important feature. The reason being, this is going to actually reduce your manual work, and also make sure that all your customers and suppliers get your GST identification number in one go. So at the same time, when you share your GST identification number, you would definitely have a doubt, how would I get the GST identification number of my supplier or customer? So would I have to call them individually, or would I have to send them an email? So GoFrugal has made that very easy for you. So when you share your GST identification number, it will connect through our alerts platform. So if you are a GoFrugal alerts subscriber, then using SMS alerts and email alerts, your GST identification number will be sent to your customers and suppliers. And in the mail and SMS link that is sent, they have an option to enter their GST identification number and send it back to you. So I am going to play you a quick video on how it is done.
Hi, getting all your supplier and customers GST identification number one by one and also sharing your GST identification number with them must be a very tedious and manual process for you. To avoid all this, you can use Share My GSTIN feature, with which you can avoid 80% of your manual effort, and also your time will be saved. And also this will pave way in eradicating all your duplicate and incorrect entries. Let's see how to do this. Click on menu search option and type registration master. By clicking on share my GSTIN option, your GSTIN details will be shared to your suppliers and customers respectively. Make sure you have saved their email ID and mobile number in the respective masters. If you don't have GoFrugal alerts activated in your machine, then it will redirect you to the store.gofrugal link to purchase our GoFrugal alerts SMS services. Here you can select the required SMS plan and purchase it online. Now SMS service is activated in GoFrugal RPOS6. Now click on Share My GSTIN again. The GSTIN process will be initiated. Now log in alert.gofrugal.com. Log in with your alert login credentials. Now click on Reports Delivery Details to know about the shared details with your suppliers and customers. In customer and supplier end, they will receive a SMS and mail with your GSTIN number and a link. In that link, they can enter their GSTIN number and other details and click on Submit. In your alert portal, click on GSTIN Sync and click on GST Review. The submitted details will be uploaded automatically to your alerts. You can click on one by one and approve it. By approving it, this will be synced to your POS successfully. Also, you can enable Sync GSTIN Automatic Without Approval option to update those information without any approval. You can see all the synced GSTIN numbers you got from your suppliers and customers. You can resync all these information with your POS . In your supply master, you can now verify by choosing a supplier. I'm sure Share My GSTIN feature will help you a lot collecting all your customer and supplier GST identification number and also in turn share yours with them.
So I'm sure this share GSTIN feature, which is one of the very important update GoFrugal had released, is much simple and easy to use, and at the same time very comprehensive to get your supplier and customer details. So I have also explained you earlier, so how have we made it very simplified for you with regards to Excel import. So You already use GoFrugal Smart Reports to see all your reports like sales, purchase, and all those information via any tab or any other systems. So using the same smart reports, you can export your supplier list, your customer list, and your item list into an Excel sheet. And using GST update, you can connect or collect all this distributor GSTIN information, customer GST identification numbers with their state name, and also each item's GST percentage which is applicable. And once you have all those information, you can import it back into the software. So as I told you, there is also an option called bulk update in the item master. So when you do a bulk update, you just make sure that for every item the HSN code and the GST percentage is entered, and for certain items where the tax is based on MRP, the abatement percentage needs to be entered. So once you enter those information, you can update those into the software at just one go. So you very well know that GoFrugal as a GST Suvidha provider is helping you with all the updates and required changes in the software. So to make sure that this GST transition is easy and smooth for you. However, for all the GST related informations, for your items like your GST percentage for an item, the HSN code related queries on your inventory, I would definitely recommend you to talk to your auditor or your tax consultant to get detailed information for the same. So I would like to talk to you on how we are going to take this forward. So with practice mode, which I had explained you would be able to work on all this GST master related updates which we have released, and also all the transaction related updates which is going to release within the GoFrugal software itself. So you have, it will be a different menu available in the masters. So you do not have to stop your existing software operations to work on this practice mode. So you can work on this practice mode as and when you make a sale or when you do your normal business transactions. So this GST switch, so how are we going to enable things on July 1st? So once all the master updates, transaction updates, and once you are also ready with practice on the software, we will have an option called switch to GST in the company master itself. So at that time, you just have to click on switch to GST, and automatically all the software related changes will happen and you will be into GST mode. And as I told you, the GST helpline chat. So we have implemented that in GoFrugal, and it will be available by this weekend for you. So you can engage with us in this helpline chat with any queries regarding GST, and you will be receiving all the self-help videos or answers to your queries, or simple steps on how you can get things done in this GST helpline chat itself. So finally, what we expect from you. So all this do-it-yourself help videos is available on YouTube channel. I can show you the path one more time. So you just have to go to YouTube and type in GoFrugal. The moment you hit GoFrugal, you see a GoFrugal Technologies Private Limited channel for YouTube. So when you click on that particular channel, you have a lot of videos, playlists, and channels available. You can click on playlists. At the moment you click on playlists, based on your product, we have videos categorized. For RPOS 6.5 GST transition, we have around 13 videos uploaded till now, which would have a lot of master related updates, and at the same time, videos such as Share My GSTN, and also videos such as transactions, and also videos for helping you for a smoother GST transition. I would also recommend you to install My GoFrugal application, and watch out for our Windows notification services also. My GoFrugal application can be downloaded from either Play Store or from Apple Store, and you can register using your registered mobile number. You will get an OTP to verify it, and the moment you verify the OTP, you will be connected to our live chat channel, so you can chat with our representatives, and you will also receive instant notifications on all the updates regarding GST in your mobile phone itself. You can also reach us through live chat, which is available in the MyGoFrugal app. You can raise a ticket in the MyGoFrugal, and our representatives will work on it and get back to you with a solution. And as I told you, I'm reiterating on the practice mode again, which is very important. So it is a kind of a platform where you can practice on all the GST related changes that is done, and make sure that you switch to GST more confidently from July 1st. So as we tell in every support engagement, please help us to help you. Thank you. So as I showed in my first screen, if you have any questions, please do click on the question mark symbol, which is available on the top of your webinar page. I have a question from Mr. Kunjan. So if we are unable to update the details of products in time, what will happen? So what GoFrugal suggests is, you can start updating these GST related master changes which we have did, so that you can avoid any last minute changes or updation. So that is the reason I have been emphasizing more on this practice mode. So the more you practice and get your software updated and have a practice on all these changes that we are doing so far, it will be easy for you to switch to GST during the July 1st time. So there is another question from Mr. Kunjan, how to add tax structure in the tax list. So all the government approved tax percentage is already updated in the software, in the tax masters. So if there is anything that is newly added by the government in the coming days, we would also have that updated in the system. I would also suggest you to start updating the tax percentages for items right from today, because once you start updating, it will be easy for you to switch to GST during the July 1st time, because any transaction that you are doing now will not be affected even though you update the latest GST tax percentage rates. It is only when you switch to GST on July 1st. Kartika had asked a question, then where is the practice mode available in the latest version? As I told, it will be available by this weekend. So from SP3, this practice mode will be available in the software. Team, if you have any questions, please click on the question mark link, which is available on the top of the webinar screen. I have another question from Kartika. So about the bill format changes and any significant changes regarding that. So all the print related changes will be done in the next release. So if there is any questions regarding the master updates, I request you to raise a question right now. I have another question from Vaibhav. What will happen to the old stock after GST? There will not be any change in the stock. Once you update the GST tax percentages to those items, after July 1st, when you switch to GST, it will work from that particular model. I see also a lot of questions regarding how to get the HSN code and the tax percentage for the items. So you can actually contact your tax consultants or your auditors. They will have much better information for you. Anything related to the GST master updates, I request you all to raise the questions in the question mark tab. I have a query from Mr. Anand, where he says that he has not received all the HSN codes and tax percentages from his suppliers. So he's asking, can we do bulk update through multiple times, even later also? Yes, sir, you can definitely do bulk update at the later stage once you get the information for those items. I have another question. Will there be videos for transactions like we have released for masters? Yes, we will definitely release videos for transactions also. Once the product level changes are ready, the videos will also be uploaded in the same YouTube playlist channel. I also request you to update your My GoFrugal app to the latest version, because all GST related information will be sent to you as a notification, and all videos are also sent to you as a notification. I'm sure you can even watch those videos in your mobile phone itself. Team, if you have any questions, please click on the question mark icon. Mr. Anand has another question on the true book reports or the track reports. So how will it be available before GST and after GST? So for all track related or true book related reports, if you are using VAT transactions and any GST transaction that happens after July 1, it will be separately shown. We will also have a special webinar for the same, especially for account related information. I request you to be a part of it. I also have a question here. Is GST identification number necessary for normal walk-in customers? It is not necessary. It is mostly for your B2B customers. I have a question here from Mr. Sanjay. So how are we going to work on the GST returns? So as I already said, we are a GST Suvidha provider. So we already are working on the GST returns along with the government GSTN website. So we'll be updating videos as well as webinar sessions on the same as and when it is ready. So I request you to follow us through our MyGoFrugal and YouTube channels. So it is again regarding the GST, VAT reporting. Will be getting any link like how we had it in a VAT reporter. So the government themselves are going to release the integration by 29th of this month. So I'm pretty sure once they have once they release it, we will have it integrated and ready for you. So it will be as simple as how you did for a VAT reporting. I have a question from Mr. Rajender. So most of the suppliers are not having the GSTIN number. So what is the alternative for that? So there is also a provisional number that you can enter. It is not mandatory to enter the GSTIN number. So once you get the GSTIN number from them, you can update that at the later stages. Team will be closing this webinar in another 5 minutes time. So any questions, please click on that question mark link on the top of the webinar. I have a question. What is an HSN code? It is a harmonized system nomenclature. So that's how they call it big. Well, I'm sure the tax consultants whom you are consulting with would have much clear explanation on the same. So please check with them. I have a question from Mr. Sanjay where they sell items as VAT and with taxes included. Will the same change after GST? So as of now, we have given provision to enter the GST percentage alone. So if sometimes your GST, the purchase is it is based on the MRP, right? There will be an abatement percentage included in that. So that provision is also given in the masters to enter. So any other information regarding what are all the percentages that you want to get, you can check with your tax consultant. Mr. Rajender, regarding your question on can I put any provisional number for time being, I would not prefer that because we have a validation in the software where if I put the GST identification number, it automatically selects the state code. So if you put any number, then I'm sure there will be not a much correct validation. So you can leave it blank for now, and once he gives you the GST identification number, you can later update it. The software will not ask you to enter the GST identification number mandatorily. Okay, I have a question from Mr. Vishal Shah. So can we only enter the GST rate and avoid the HSN code? As of now, the HSN code is not mandatory as per government norms. So you can definitely, yes, enter the GST percentage alone as of now. I would just like to inform there are a lot more webinars on the way. So for GST masters and for accounts related information, basic transactions on sales and purchase, and not just webinars, we would also be releasing a lot of self-help videos as I told you. So I request you to all subscribe to the GoFrugal channel in YouTube and like and subscribe to it. So you will be receiving instant notifications for GoFrugal's GST related videos. I have a question from Mr. Amal Thomas to show the step-by-step process for updating the GST rates through migration. Mr. Amal, we have this as a self-help video available in our YouTube channel. So as I told you, you can go to GoFrugal Technologies YouTube channel, and there under RPOS 6.5, you have this video already available with step-by-step processes. Team, if you have any more questions, I request you to log into your My GoFrugal app and raise a ticket and ask your question in it, and we will be happy to respond to your query. Thank you so much for your time today. I wish you all a very easy and smooth GST transition.